All right. I'm your host, Jake. We have a great show for you tonight. We are the Men in Blue. We got the Electric Light Orchestra Blue going on tonight. So
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Sooner than expected. But anyway, I'm your host, Jake. We have a great show. We have Jason Garcia here. He's no stranger to the show and to all of you guys out there that go see a lot of really good bands. So let me just kind of let you quickly talk about your most current project, and then, before we do that, I want to know where you grew up. Like, where were you born?
Well, I was born in Houston, but moved to San Antonio. So I've basically been living in San Antonio, most of my childhood. And then Austin had me go to college there, and I just never left.
Is Austin UT? Is that like a good school? I've heard some good things about it.
Yeah, they've got some good alumni. You may have heard of a guy named Matthew McConaughey is from
Sounds
there.
Familiar. Yeah. Very good motivational speaker.
Evidently.
An actor.
Yeah.
He's been in a few.
Yes, he has.
Nice. So when you came here to UT, was there childhood musical influences?
Yes, my whole dad's side of the family was very musical. So we pretty much all side of that family knows how to play some kind of instrument. So we get together sometimes on Christmas now and do a little jam, which is kind of nice.
Nice.
The little family jam.
Yeah. That's always good.
Yeah.
And when did you make the jump from, what was the first instrument? I know you play a few, but
I took piano lessons, because it was like, well, what are we going to do as a kid? We're going to take piano lessons, like
That's
maybe
the
at
thing
age
to do.
5, right? Yeah, take piano lessons.
Learn
and then
theory.
I hated being on stage, so I just...
Really?
So I quit.
Really?
Well, because, it's piano recitals.
Well, and you're a kid, you got the shy stuff going.
Well, and it's recitals. You've got...
it's boring, structured.
Yeah, and you're on stage, and it's super quiet out there, and you just hear the chairs squeaking, and people like... people coughing, and it just feels... terrible. So I was just like, I don't want to do this.
We need like beer glasses clacking and stuff like that to make us feel more comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I quit for 10 years.
Really? Okay, yeah. So when did you start, playing music, not piano, but band type music and writing?
I started just messing around on an acoustic guitar that my dad had. And I was really into the Monkees at that point. It was middle school, and I loved the show when it came out in the 80s, when it re-came out in the 80s.
Right. When we saw it.
Yes. not the
Our generation saw it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And that was really influential to me.
Yeah.
I loved those songs. I mean, obviously some of the best songwriters worked with those guys.
Yeah.
And so I really got into trying to figure out stuff on my dad's guitar, and then he got me an electric guitar. First song I learned was Beatles' Day Tripper, which was...
not a bad song.
Yeah, and so, then I was like Beatles all the way, So that's where I got, rekindled.
And this was at what? This is...
this was in high school.
High school, yeah. Okay.
So then I formed my own band.
Nice.
And we were called the Hometown Freaks. It was me and a couple of friends from high school, and that's where I first sort of started writing songs and getting into music production on the 4-track.
Yeah. And did you pretty much self-taught then?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I took guitar lessons for a little while, and this guy was like kind of old 80s metalhead, He was like...
well, this is San Antonio,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it's a heavy metal.
San Antonio is heavy metal.
Exactly. Yeah. So this guy... I don't think he was going to teach me anything that I wanted to know.
Right.
But he did teach me a cool jazz version of Yesterday, which I could maybe still play if I...
By the way, have you seen that movie?
I have not.
Oh my God. Do yourself, it is incredible. Just the idea of what it would be like if no one knew the Beatles.
Oh, sure.
This one guy sang all, and people go, it's awesome. Really good movie.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there.
No, that's okay. The Beatles will do that to you.
Yeah. And so... then you do your high school band stuff. When did social media? So speaking of back then, San Antonio, even Austin back in the day, there was no social media.
We didn't have anything.
You had the record store. You went there every Tuesday. What's coming out? Okay, yeah, this, that,
And we sent tapes to clubs and stuff.
Oh, to be heard.
Yeah, we sent like cassettes, which was great.
Ah.
Like we were probably the last generation that did this.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. People probably still send tapes out now.
Maybe hopefully CD or like a
Yeah.
YouTube link or something. Man, Spotify. So, okay, yeah, so social media. What platforms are you on? And we'll put up, there's Facebook.
Yes. Right now, I just have a Facebook page, which you can find out all my happenings, and also Instagram. Facebook is the Jason Garcia Music, and Instagram is as well, I believe.
Okay.
So yes, all my happenings over there.
And quickly here, we're going to get into this a little bit later, but he's in, how I met him was an ELO tribute band, and I was like, oh my God. And then, you know what's funny about that was maybe like a few months later, you came out to the show with Shalava, and I was like, hey, you're the guy from ELO
Yes.
Tribute. Yeah. So that was cool.
It's a fun band to be in.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you that right now.
So that, and then you also started a new Dangerous,
Dangerous Types. Cars tribute, yeah.
which again I stumble onto you all the time. I went to go see Funner at the God, where was that place?
It was Hanover's in
Hanover's.
Pflugerville. Yeah.
And, I'm meeting some friends there, and I walk in, I see you on stage. I'm like, are you in the Funner band now? And you're like, no, I'm with Dangerous.
Yeah, no, it turns out the drummer from Funner is now in our band. So,
nice.
yeah.
Nice. Little
So,
switcheroo.
yeah, exactly.
But so, and that's a Cars cover band, which, by the way, phenomenal. The sound coverage you guys get. Because,
Oh, thank you.
That's a big sound.
It is.
To fill. And
It takes two of us to play keys,
to cover everything?
To cover everything, yeah. So Jennifer, my partner, and I switch off on the keys and do, double duty sometimes.
And then let's also go back to, we skipped over the household names. What would be how maybe some people might recognize you. When was that?
Yeah, so Household Names was my band from 2000 to 2010, and we put out 3 albums. And I'm kind of doing this year a bit of a retrospective kind of tour, if you will, with some of these old songs, and that's some of the stuff I'm going to be playing tonight.
Nice.
Going through all these old albums and re-releasing them with demos and alternate takes and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that I just wanted to have out there for myself. I wanted to kind of revisit this stuff and then sort of, in a way, to sort of see where I wanted to go next.
Well,
having the past inform the future, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one thing to do that in 2010 versus 2020, like your mindset, your skill level, so many things have changed. I think I want to add this here or that.
Well,
there.
and then technology,
you keep it pretty
too.
true. Well, technology too.
There's been like a lot of cool different, some of the stuff I have here is like fairly recently released keyboards and such. So it's really cool to be able to do all this stuff now with what we have.
Yeah. So. That's awesome. And so tonight we're going to get basically kind of a play bill of the older stuff, right?
Greatest hits, if you will.
Greatest hits, there you go. of your solo or the household names?
These will be from the Household Names catalog, which you can find on.
Which, if you guys Google, I'll tell you something here. You might see a picture with him with hair, or a video with him with hair.
Shocking.
Yeah.
It's
I was
shocking.
like, is that a wig? Because I've only known you like this.
Yeah.
I've never known you with hair.
It is shocking.
But so, how is it going from band, because you've been that band, Shalava, the ELO tribute, the Dangerous Types car band, and now you're starting at Amy Mann?
Oh yeah.
Do you not have enough stuff to do?
Yeah, I clearly am very bored. I don't have enough time in the day.
But so when you're doing that, what's the difference? How do you feel performing with the band versus solo? Is it?
Well, you really can't beat being in a band with other great musicians because it's just the energy you get from other players is just, there's nothing really that can top that. But it's really cool to be able to do this solo stuff with arrangements that I mostly created myself, and then kind of showcase that as a part of me. Yeah. As part of my musical brain, if you will.
There you go. All right. Well, we're gonna dig into the brain and hear some good stuff here. So I'm gonna get out of the way. We're gonna come back in about 15 minutes, and we'll talk a little bit more about your bands and really dive in deep and find out more about the music that we're playing tonight from Household Names.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.